let me see you.
You gonna close the door? Thank you. Welcome back. It's your girl, and I'm back with this short Q&A video because a lot of people have been asking me a couple of the same questions. I don't have that many questions to answer right now, but I still kind of want to put some of this information out because it's the same questions I'm being asked. So on my Instagram, which is _po_money, I put up a post asking people to just ask me any questions they would like, and I also remember a couple of questions that I've been asked in the past, and people just sent me some DMs, also on my Snap too, sent me a couple questions, mainly about my hair and me being a vegetarian. This question asks, what's your hair care routine? And then they said, well, do you like deep condition twice or once a week, and what products do you use? So my curly hair routine honestly consists of, I don't do the same thing I used to do, say like 5-6 months ago. I know definitely the first thing, I don't use the same products. I like rotate my products, so each wash day or each time that I'm doing something on my hair, I try not to use the same exact products because I like my hair to get nourishment, nutrients from different types of ingredients, whether it comes from natural oils or just organic products. Usually that's what I do. I don't have a specific product to say, but I do mainly use Shea Moisture for the most part, and OGX. And those products will mainly have like coconut oil or jojoba oil, or of course it'll be paraben free and sulfate free, any of the harsh chemicals like that. I look at it religiously. I'll make sure I look at each product on the back and the ingredients, and have anything like that, I'm not getting it, I'm not using it. When it comes to conditioning, deep conditioning, I try to deep condition once a week. When my hair was more damaged, I did do it about twice a week. And I wash my hair maybe every 5 or 6 days. Every 5 or 6 days I'll wash my hair. I will deep condition it once a week. I will hot oil treatment my hair once a week. Hopefully that answered that question, right? So another question is, how do I keep my ends from drying? My ends are my favorite part of my hair because I just love the little bounce. What I do definitely, after I do like whatever wash or refresh that I'm doing with my hair, I make sure that I lock my ends with oil. So that means that I'll get like a little dime amount of oil in my hand. I rub my hands, and I'll make sure that I just kind of like get on my ends, rub the oil on my ends to kind of just lock it in. How do you deal with negativity? I guess in general, and like on my page, or so far I haven't gotten too much negativity. It's been pretty, tolerable. If it's just a little too much, I honestly just ignore it. But sometimes if it's like more on the disrespectful side, I will just school them with some knowledge. But honestly, for the most part, I will try to ignore it, because I just negativity breeds negativity. So it only makes more negativity if I respond with negativity. So if I do respond to it, I'm responding in the most educational way, to just school them and end it, and that's it. But honestly, not just yet. I haven't really got that much negativity for the most part, at least not on like my pages. Probably behind my back somewhere, I don't know, but definitely not on my pages or anything like that. Okay, so another question is, what are some tips you can give about going vegetarian? Going vegetarian, the first thing is not to just do it cold turkey. So don't just wake up one day and just stop eating what you regularly eat, because you could get sick that way. You want to kind of like wean yourself off of it. So if you eat every type of meat, right, you would first eliminate one at a time. So you would be like, all right, I'm going to eliminate pork within the next 3 weeks, and you would just kind of like limit how much you eat. So instead of eating it 5 times a week, you would bring it down to 3 times a week. That next week you bring it down to 2 times a week. You know, you limit it, and you kind of like train your body to know that it's not about to have it anymore. And you do it one by one: pork, chicken, turkey, ham, whatever. You do it that way. That way your body can get prepared to not have it anymore. After doing that, I know some people kind of think that, you know, vegetarians are like supposed to be these sticks, which I know I'm not sick. Supposed to be these sticks that just seem like they're hungry all the time, but there's a lot of other things to eat other than meat. You know, you still have your starches and your grains and all, you know, everything else. But definitely once you eliminate those meats, you should up your vegetable, even though you should already be eating your vegetables and fruits, you definitely need to up your intake on it, because fresh fruits and vegetables, I prefer my vegetables not to be cooked. Like, I just prefer to eat my vegetables raw. If it's cooked, it has to be barely cooked. If it's just like scorched, it's no point in me eating it, because the point of eating vegetables is to eat them for their nutrients. So try to eat your vegetables as raw as possible. And then when it comes to the protein, of course, you need to do your own research to see what's best for you. But you know, you get your proteins from beans and such, other different vegetables, as well as tofu and soy products. And I know I eat tofu and soy products faithfully because it's so good. You know, those are like the basis. And I think once you get past weaning off the meat first, then you could, you know, get into your specifics and, you know, what becomes your favorite thing to make. And, you know, because I know how to make vegetarian lasagna and vegetarian empanadas and different vegetarian versions of stuff, because I've learned how to replace the meat with a more healthier version, whether it's a specific vegetable or tofu or soy. All right, so these are like more into my personal life. I'm from it says, where are you from? I'm from Jersey. I was raised in Newark. I was born in South Jersey, and then I was raised in Puerto Rico, and I moved back to Jersey and basically finished out my time in Newark. I'm currently in Jersey City, which is like 15 minutes away from Newark. Yeah, that's where I'm from. My favorite food. What's your favorite food? My favorite food, I think, would be potato. Like French fry, baked potato, mashed potato. There's a lot of starches, I know. I think my ideal dinner or the ideal meal is a plate of baked potato, mashed potato, French fries, waffle fries. I think that, oh my God, with some cheese. A vegetarian, I still eat dairy. Vegan does not eat dairy. I still eat dairy. Are you like a model? I am a creative, so I like doing things creatively. I'm an entertainer, I'm a dancer, I'm a poet. Yes, I model too. Of course, I have my YouTube. And I just like to say that I'm a creative. I'm not just a dancer, I'm not just a model, I'm not just a poet. I do multiple things. And I'm always open to learning how to do more things. So, yeah. Do you have a boyfriend? No. Okay, so this is like the last question. When you start to get big, do you think people from Newark will judge you or say you changed? That's from Awa_Corrine on Instagram. Well, right now I don't think I'm big at all. I think that people will think that, you know, I changed. My viewpoint of that is that, you know, change isn't always for the worse. You know, I don't want to be a product of my environment, especially being that I never actually felt like I fit in into that environment. Even me being raised, you know, going to school in North and stuff, coming back from being raised in Puerto Rico, I never really felt like I fit, you know. When I tried to be myself, be my creative self and dance and do all these different things, that was me. I had a small support system, but it was a lot of non-supportive energy. But I try not to pay attention to that. I hope that people from, you know, North, from where I'm from, don't judge me for changing or, you know, or anything like that. Of course, I will always wish success for myself and for everyone else. You know, do whatever makes you happy, because that's all I'm doing. I'm just doing what makes me happy. I'm doing what makes me, what I'm doing. I'm acting on and staying connected to what I'm passionate about. And my passion is what drives me and what gets me to where I'm at. And wherever I get is where I get. You know, it does occur that also, you know, I guess, oh well. But don't stop me from wanting to continue to do what makes me happy. But those are some good questions. Those are some of the really good questions. It wasn't that many. That's fine. Hopefully you got a little bit more. Hopefully I answered them as clearly as possible for you. If you do have any more questions, of course I will do a million Q&As. I have no problem doing that. If you want to learn any more about me, I will just DM me on my Instagram, or you can snap me on my Snap, or you can send me a message on here on YouTube. You could leave it in the comments below. You could ask me any questions you want. You can ask advice on anything you want, and I will answer it proudly and honestly. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.